What's up everyone, it's Trainer and in this video I have for you my deck profile updated on the Gagagas. One of my favorite decks, love it, having it. Definitely something that's going to be getting new support next year with a few extra cards here and there, and I'm so excited. Not like the most top tier deck, obviously, nothing competitive, but I do like to bring it to locals here and there, and people trip out on the combos. And I mean, it's very, very weak to hand traps because it's a very combo oriented deck and it has a lot of weaker monsters, but it has like explosive plays that are very simple, very easy, that can get you some kills, some OTKs. So yeah, let's get right into the deck profile. I'm running the one Gagaga girl, and for the rest of it, I won't actually say that. I'll just say their surname, like girl. So one girl, obviously, because she can facilitate OTKs with Magician and Sister. 3 Magician. He's just really cool to have as 3. You can bump it down to 2. You don't really need to see this card all the time anymore, but it was one of the level 4s you definitely needed. So if you want to go 2, you're welcome to. I don't play hand traps in this deck, so there's room you can actually have for hand traps, and I'll let you guys know. Sister right here, she's a definite important at 3, just because she search any spell or trap card with the name Gagaga in it, and she does the level combining effect. Whereas he can change his level from 1 to 8, this one can add the levels, and then both monsters become that level. 2 head. He's cool, but you can't really do OTKs. This is more just to like do some rank 4 plays and to draw out, or even go 6 or 8 if you're using Sister. So there's options. That's something I like. But when you use this as an Xyz material, the Xyz monster gets the ability where you draw a card. 1 child actually right now, just 1. Just for like if you get him turn 1, or also you can special summon it when you have this on the field, and then combine the levels to go 4, and now you have a rank 4 play. For the other 4s, 2 Gardnas, it can protect your life. If your opponent does a direct attack, you can special summon it from your hand and discard a card if you really need to survive it. But he's just there as another 4. That has saved me a few times. 2 Mancer. I hardly even use Mancer's effect. I basically just use it for level 4 fodder. Although the secondary effect is cool, where you are able to pump an Xyz monster by 500 when you detach it. 1 Ghost. It's dark. It's a go, and it can help with onomatopoeia plays, onomatopoeia, and also I play Allure, so the more darks the better. But yeah, now there's this card in the deck, which is Utopic Onomatopoeia. It's a warrior light. It's 3 in the deck. It's not that strong, but you're able to special summon 1 up to each Zubaba, Gagaga, Gogo, or Dododo monster from your hand in defense position. But you can't special summon anything else except Xyz monsters. So if you have this and a Gagaga monster and you summon this, then you can go for a bigger play. It's pretty cool. So it has more rank 4 stuff because of that card, and there's going to be more cards coming out in the future. So it'll be cool to see the deck fully take on a Utopia role. For right now, I like to have my options. So that's the monster lineup. For the spells, 3 Onomatopoeia. Just definitely need this card. You discard a card, you add up to 1 of each of the category, or 2, but 1 of each of these categories. So usually go for Ghost if I don't have Ghost, and then like any Gagaga or Onomatopoeia. But so Sister would be the one to get, because if you normal summon Sister, you kind of get back your hand advantage. And then for the other spells, 2 of the Emergency Academy Network, just if I need to special summon from the deck. 2 Revenge. I was always playing 3 and 3 in each, but you don't really need to anymore because you have other options. And the deck wants to just OTK, so yeah, I try to facilitate that. 2 Bolt. I'm actually thinking about bumping up to 3. It's just searchable destruction. If you just control the face of Gagaga monster, you pop something. So I think that's really cool. Like, you can take out Mystic Mine if that's something that's in your way. And 1 Wind, just to help special summon from the hand. Although maybe this one will be gone because there's that new card that you can just special summon itself if you control a Gagaga monster. So, you know, time will tell. 2 Allure of Darkness. You can bump this up to 3 if you want to. I just like 2. I don't want to banish too many combo pieces or anything like that. It's just to help get more draws. 2 Called by the Grave. I said you're welcome to run 3 if you want to take anything out. I just like 2 because I want a combo. I don't want to see it all the time. Just, you know, if I draw into it, great. Maybe help me with a play or 2. Also 2 Super Poly. Just because I like 2. 3 just feels too clunky for me. I know the deck is mostly dark and I can get stuff out, but I kind of need my XE slot, and not many cards can XE's monster. I don't really have a lot of 8s. I think Starving Venom is 8. I have 2, so I could, but you know, I want to keep my options open. It's mostly just to help break boards, really. 1 Double or Nothing, because we're definitely going to have to run Utopia Double. It's just something that's just another OTK in the deck. And then the Solemn Brigade. I'm cool with this as my protection. If you want to go a bit faster, not rely on like setting, then I would say take one of these out, put in there Called by the Grave or Super Poly, and then take these 3 out for any like Ash Blossoms or Ghost Ogres or whatever you need for hand traps. So that's what I would take out for the hand traps. But I like just setting it. If I go turn 1, they're great. If I go turn 2, but hopefully by turn 2, I'm able to OTK. So I don't really care if my opponent sets up a board. I can either try to remove it or try to just run over whatever monster they have if they put a monster in attack mode. So that's my thought process on the reason I built it like this. You're welcome to change anything you want, but this is how I built it and this is how I like it. But yeah, those new artworks are looking pretty good from Duel Devastator. So maybe I'll change these out for hand traps to, you know, hold it down right there. For the Xyz monsters, playing the Cowboy, and I'm so happy that we're gonna get like a Gagaga, was it Gagaga Magician, something like that, where it has 4 Gas, and it's gonna help special summon this. But obviously, Cowboy for game, always great to do. Samurai, another card that you can bring out with because it's not a number, and probably the build is gonna have F-Zero, Utopic Future in the future, so we'll wait on that. You know, the OTK, super popular nowadays, Utopia Double, just any deck that can go into rank 4 plays that runs this and Double or Nothing, that could be 10k to the face. I'm running 2 Utopias actually, you know, 1 to help go into this, and if I need to go to the second one, that's totally fine for the Lightning. You know, maybe you can start off with this and then later on go with this, but they just help out. Another OTK thing, Konami Machu Mech. I always say, definitely if you're running Gagagas, please run this. It'll help you more than it'll hurt you. Just 1 slot. And if you're running Girl and Magician and Sister, you can just OTK for game. Obviously you need Girl. She helps facilitate the OTK, but it helps. Any monster that's like I think 28 or over. I don't think 27, but 28 or over. Any monster that's special summon, by the way, you can get games. Norito, the Moral Leader, he's just kind of there. He's a card that I can take out. Spellcaster 6. As you notice, I don't really play Secret Village, even though there's a bunch of spellcasters, and that's because not a lot of Xyz monsters are spellcasters. This is like the only one. But he's just there. Sometimes, you know, sometimes he helps, to be honest, sometimes. Utopia Beyond, this thing can also win some games. 3,000, turning all your opponent's monsters to 0 attack when it's special summon, and if you swarm the field, which you can't really do, but if you ever get the slight opportunities where you can just smack your opponent's board and hit them for high damage. Big Eye, another card you can kind of take out if you want to, but it's, you know, it's like the OG Boral load. Just take your opponent's monster. It's pretty alright. If you want to go into Link monsters, I would say, you know, these 2 are definitely you can take out. You can also take out this one if you want. I enjoyed having this one, and that's Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. I like to imagine that he's like the secret boss of this deck, even though he's not really themed with it. Obviously, Utopia is the boss, but I like to think he's the other secret boss, just because he can just hold it down for me. He negates effects and just hold it down. The other rank 8 is Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Once return when spell card is activated, you can negate it and then attach it as this. The secondary effect, it's whatever's, but honestly, it's mostly for that effect, where you can just take your opponent's spell card and take as material. There's a lot of pendulum decks running around, so sometimes the crucial card to take, if you have this on board, which you can do turn 1 many times, that's good. And then obviously the 3 amigos for super poly targets, then Starving Venom, Predaplant, Dragostapelia, and Salamangreat Violet Chimera, or Chimera. I say that in every video. I say Chai, and then I switch it to Kai. But yeah, that's the Gagaga deck profile. I still play this deck. I still like to keep it around. So yeah, anyways, it's spoopy month, so have a spoopy October. All right, take care. Peace.